So I think there's going to be some big reason on why we do make this Super Bowl run this year. And a lot of people in my comments on the last video telling me I'm delusional. I'm straight up a delusional fan. Chiefs are quote unquote shitting the bed and how we're falling off and it's the end and it's the downfall for real. I ain't gonna lie, I just used to the Chiefs being the best record team in the NFL and having a godlike record. I used to all of that stuff, but I do think there's going to be some key components when it comes to us winning this Super Bowl and going to the Super Bowl. Dudes like Mecole Hardman is going to step up, as a veteran. Andy Reid is going to have some things ready for him. Definitely. Like, Pacheco is going to be a key player as well, as the running back, year 2 running back. Pacheco's going to definitely step up and take that role and help us in this playoff run. We're going to need dudes like Pacheco to have monster games. We're going to need dudes like Hardman and Watson and MVS. We're going to need all these receivers to step up and do their jobs. We're going to need Mahomes to throw perfect passes, make sure he completes it to them, get it in their hands. Travis Kelce is going to have to work his way and get open. Chris Jones is going to have to step up on defense and make stops. That's going to change the game. We're going to need things like that. We're going to need these players to make stops. That's going to literally change the game. This defense is going to have to give us some stops. They're going to have to make plays. They're going to have to play energetic. Rashee Rice is going to have to continue to be what he has been in this second half of the season. And we're going to need everybody to just play at their best because it's the playoffs. Nobody wants to go home. It could be a one-and-done thing. And if we can make some noise in this playoff run, we could definitely scare the rest of the NFL. I'm already hearing from Niners fans that they don't want to see us. They want to see the Bills or the Ravens. And y'all know what that means. They just scared because Mahomes own them. So, honestly, we have to make some noise in this playoff run so we get the NFL back to fear the Kansas City Chiefs. So right now, they're taking us as a joke. And I think the Chiefs know that. And I think they acknowledge that. And I think they're going to go hard because of that. And at the end of the day, man, this defense is just too good to overlook it. It's better than the Dolphins defense. It's better than the Bills defense. And those are the two defenses that we're most likely going to see. I mean, we know we're going to see the Dolphins on Saturday at 8 p.m. Eastern time. So, that's happening. We're going to see the Dolphins. We're going to have to figure out how we're going to counter them, how we're going to beat them, what we're going to do to stop them. And honestly, in my last video, I explained everything that we're going to have to do to stop them. I think we should beat the Dolphins pretty easily. Now, after we beat the Dolphins, we most likely will face the Buffalo Bills unless an upset happens and then the Steelers beat the Bills, which I could also see that happening, but it's probably not going to happen. We're going to have to see the Bills in the divisional, which sucks, man. I really didn't want to have to see the Bills or the Bengals this year. I mean, we don't have to see the Bengals. We have to just see Buffalo. It's not that I want to even face them. I mean, it's not that I don't want to face them. It's just the fact that those games are really unpredictable between Allen and Mahomes. And it always comes down to the last drive. But Mahomes usually is the one to always pull it off. But then again, I don't know, man. Because the first time we played them in the AFC Championship, we handled them. And then the divisional, that was the last drive. This year, we probably can handle them. Every time they beat us every time they beat us in the regular season, we do beat them in the playoffs. So that could probably be a continued trend this year, us being able to beat them in the playoffs. And hopefully we could just coast off that and go to the Super Bowl from there. I know that this defense is definitely going to make big plays. They're going to step up. So it's just up to the offense to make their big plays and score by any means. I know Andy Reid definitely has some play calls that we haven't seen in the regular season yet. Knowing Andy Reid, he's definitely going to cook. And if I don't see him cook this year, I'll be very, very surprised because Reid is known to take his team to the least the AFC Championship. So I know we're probably going to definitely go back there again. It's just about going to the Super Bowl and winning it, though. If Rice continues to play like Rice and Pacheco continues to play like Pacheco and Mahomes cleans up the mistakes that he's had in the regular season and really locks in, I could see us definitely going right back to the Super Bowl. Playoff Pat is different at the end of the day. We all know playoff Patrick Mahomes is just a different Patrick Mahomes. He be locked in. He be in another mode. He be trying not to throw interceptions. He does pretty good at that. Matter of fact, let's look at Patrick Mahomes' playoff stats right now while we're at it. So Mahomes' QB win-loss, 11 wins, 3 L's, 67% completion, 291 yards per game, a 35-7 TD to enter rate. Like, that's literally insane in the playoffs. Like 35-7, 107.4 passer rating. So when the lights is bright, Patrick Mahomes shows up. And I'm going to go with him this year over Fraud Allen, over Joe Flacco, the senior citizen, over Lamar, the running back Jackson, over who else? Some names in the AFC. Over CJ, Fresh Meat Shroud. All them dudes is fresh meat, man. Tua turned the ball over. Mason, come on, bro. Mason Rudolph, I don't forgot to insult him, bro. Patrick Mahomes is the best quarterback in this playoffs in general, and definitely the best quarterback in the AFC. And he's Josh Allen's father in the playoffs, man. Like, I don't know. I just don't see the Bills doing it. I have it to be cocky. I don't see the Dolphins beating us on Saturday. And I just don't see Buffalo being able to beat us in the divisional. Now, we get into the AFC Championship, cool. That might be a whole different story because you got some comp. It could be some comp right there. We could be facing the Browns or the Ravens, right? And I know I just said Joe Flacco is a senior citizen, but his defense isn't a senior citizen. They got some young, electrifying dudes on that D-line, the secondary, and, you know, they could get the best of us. Who knows? Same with the Ravens, and they have a very high-powered offense, so that could be a loss that we shouldn't be surprised about if we do lose to the Baltimore Ravens, which I don't think we are still. I still think we're going to the Super Bowl, man. Like, I just don't know. Like, based off what I've seen off of the Chiefs and how the Chiefs have been in past years, this is like a weak playoffs. It's like, you know, there's no team that's really going to be able to compete with our firepower that we have in the playoffs. And once we get rolling, we get rolling. And it all starts with Saturday. Now, y'all can call me delusional all you want, or I'm just trying to cope. Y'all can say all that stuff. So when we do go to the Super Bowl, don't switch up. Don't come in my comments saying, oh, you was right, I got to give you your props. Nope, I don't want to hear any of that. Stick to what you're saying. I'm delusional. Chiefs are shit in the bed. Stick to y'all ignorant comments. And when the Chiefs prove everybody wrong, like we always do, we thrive off of doubt, right? So I don't know why people continue to doubt the Chiefs when we thrive off doubt. Mahomes literally sees all of these things that y'all are saying. Like, he's seeing this. Like, he literally sees these comments. He's lurking on Twitter all day, looking at analysts, because if you look at his likes sometimes, because he unlikes it quick. He be liking things and hate about the Chiefs. So I hope y'all ready for Grim Reaper, because I know I am. Saturday it all starts. After Saturday, we'll have a dope video, and I'll soon make a video and break down how we're going to beat the Miami Dolphins and why. It's for your boy Chiefs Priority, and I'm out, man. Peace.